teachers, staff, and administrators who have helped us along the way. Before I end with the motivation we all expect in a speech like this, I want to start with a story that truly changed my life for better. The story starts with when I was in the first grade. I remember being that student who stood out, and not always in a good way. I was always in and out of trouble. The kids' teacher had their eye. Because of that, I missed out on things like field trips, recess, simple moments that every little kid looks forward to, and at that age, that stuff was like everything. I remember standing against the wall during recess, constantly questioning why me. But what I didn't realize then was that those moments were shaping me. One day, while I was standing against the wall during recess, my principal at the time, who was now our superintendent, Dr. Taylor, walked over to me. And instead of seeing me as a bad kid, he saw something in me. He took me under his wing and told me all the good he saw in me. He made sure that I understood that I wasn't a bad kid, I just needed to make better choices. We then walked over to the basketball courts and played. That was a moment I would never forget because for the first time I felt seen. And looking back, I learned something important. Pure kindness is showing up for someone when there's absolutely nothing to gain. Because of that moment, I started to see myself differently. I realized I was more than what people saw me as in my worst moments. But what I didn't realize at the time was that Dr. Taylor was just the beginning of my village. As I got older, I met teachers and mentors who continued to pour into me. They saw me for more than my actions. They believed in me and made me want to come to school. And that taught me something I will carry with me forever. It takes a village. Sometimes all a person needs is one teacher, one conversation, one small act of kindness, one little push. And that can be enough to completely change someone's life because it changed mine. Because the truth is, no matter how much good you do or how much you mess up, there will always be someone who disagrees with you, someone who misunderstands you. But it doesn't define you. What defines you is the choice to keep getting better. I've now realized that life is just one straight path. It's a series of choices, lessons, and second chances. And just because you're on a different path than you expected, doesn't mean you're not going to get to where you're meant to be. Sometimes the detour is the path. Things don't happen to us, they happen for us. So as we move forward, let's remember this. We are the next generation of change, and it starts with how we treat and love one another. Because you never know how much a simple act means to someone or how it might completely change the path. So don't give up when things get hard, because more often than not, that's when you're closest to becoming who you're meant to be. And like Kamala Harris said, you have power, and don't you ever listen when someone tells you something is impossible just because it hasn't been done before. So go out there and prove that it can be done, because great things start in little rooms, and this right here is where it starts. Congratulations, class of 2026.
That's a long speech.
Returning to the podium is Mr. Ray.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
Superintendent Dr. Sean Taylor, Assistant Superintendents Dr. Matthew Kaiser and Dr. Pettigrew, members of the Board of Education, North Central faculty members, elementary and middle school principals, Career Center Director, parents, relatives, friends, and the members of the 2026 senior class of North Central High School. Since 1958, 52,000 plus students have graduated from North Central High School. This evening, we are here to celebrate the successful completion of study for 890 members of the class of 2026. This class has continued the tradition of excellence at North Central High School. A diverse mix of races, creeds, colors, and cultures has united with a common purpose: to receive the best education that North Central High School has to offer. At this time, we would like to take a minute to recognize some very special individuals. To any of our graduates who plan to enter the military, we are incredibly proud of your commitment and sacrifice. Would you please stand and be recognized? To our veterans and active service members in the room tonight, would you please stand as well? Thank you for your service, your bravery, and your dedication to this country. Please stand. members of the class of 2026 have won numerous honors and awards. Before we move on to highlighting those accomplishments, I would ask for a moment of silence for 2 students from the class of 2026 and 1 staff member we lost this year.
Wow.
A candle is lit in their honor, and those painters are Kendall Ranger, Aaron Reed, and Mr. David Weaver. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you. The class of 2026 has 43 advanced placement scholars, 24 advanced placement scholars with honors, 32 advanced placement scholars with distinction, 6 National Merit Scholarship commended students, 6 National Merit semifinalist students, 5 National Merit finalists, 15 International Baccalaureate candidates, 476 students have qualified for the Core 40 diploma, 253 students will receive the Core 40 with Academic Honors Diploma, 179 students will receive the North Central Academic Diploma, 165 students will receive North Central Honors Diploma, 23 students will receive North Central Academic Honors Diploma and Technical Honors Diploma, 35 will receive the Core 40 Diploma with Technical Honors, 2 Evans Scholars, 35 students have signed letters of intent to complete at the next level, and 1 Indiana Academic All-Star Regional winner. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Members of the class of 2026 have received scholarships totaling more than $42.5 million over 4 years to universities, colleges, and trade schools. This does not include athletic scholarships. The class of 2026 has indeed done well and is deservedly proud of itself. The scholarship of this class is best exemplified by its 2 top students. At this time, I am honored to present to you the salutatorian of the class of 2026. She is number 2 in the class of 890 students, and with a grade point average of 5.220 on the 4.0 academic scale. I will ask her to come forward and accept her special medallion. Please congratulate Julia Iman. Among her accomplishments are International Baccalaureate, National Honor Society, Hispanic Honor Society, Cross Country, Track and Field, Best Buddies, Earth Club, World Travelers Club, Student Council, and Students Demand Action. Let's give her another round of applause.
That's good. Yeah. Okay,
It now gives me great pleasure and pride to recognize our valedictorian from the class of 2026. She's number 1 out of 890 students with a grade point average of 5.294 on a 4.0 academic scale. I will ask her to come forward and accept a special medallion. Please congratulate Lucille Kaiser. Among her accomplishments are International Baccalaureate, Volleyball, Softball, Swim and Dive, Secretary of National Honor Society, National Latin Honor Society, Hispanic Honor Society, Latin Club, Student Athletic Trainer, and Class Council. Congratulations. Graduates, tonight is a celebration of accomplishment, resilience, growth, and possibility. But before you close this chapter and open another, I want to leave you with one final message to remember. This year, we introduced something new at North Central, our house system. At a school of nearly 3,800 students, we constantly wrestle with the question, how do we make a big school feel small? The house system was one of many solutions to that question, so we took a risk. You see, the house system is usually used at elementary and middle schools, much smaller schools. Not schools like North Central, but we felt we could do it. We randomly assigned every student and staff member into 4 houses, one of 4 houses, regardless of their GPA, popularity, ability level, background, or disciplinary history. Because in Washington Township, connection is not earned, it's guaranteed. So together we lived out our motto, 4 houses, 1 home, home of the painters.
Yeah, I like
I want to make
hearts.
sure I'm in the right place, so where are my Ruby House members? Where's my Quartz House members? Where's the Diamond House, my house? And the 2026 House Champions, the Obsidian House, where are you at? The house system was never just about points or competitions. It was about reinforcing the kinds of qualities that matter in life. Compassion, being well-rounded, critical thinking, collaboration, and developing lifelong learners. Students earn points because they were caught doing the right thing. And tonight, as you leave North Central and begin the next stage of your life, I want you to think about building a house of your own. Not a physical house, a life. Every strong house starts with foundation.